When Xbox One was first revealed, they showed off a number of launch games during E3, which included the mass hit Forza Motorsports 5. Forza has acted as one of the most important franchises on Xbox, with over 16 million copies sold worldwide. Not only that, but Microsoft and Turn 10 has been able to brag about being the best rated racing franchise for the last decade. These are huge achievements, and now Turn 10 and Microsoft are making another important release with a launch title in Forza Motorsports 5. When you first get behind the wheel in Forza 5, I will be the first one to tell you that it looks and sounds amazing. The car's interior designs is perfect, the surroundings are superb, and the lighting is fantastic. Everything in this game looks and feels stunning. It also helps that they give you a wide variety in locations, so the scenery can be very different in some locations, like snowy mountains, a beautiful city, or driving between trees in Australia. And even though it looks amazing, there is a downside. Unfortunately, Forza 5 being a launch game did come with some repercussions, which includes a small list in racetracks and no weather feature. And even though it is understandable that a weather feature would take more time to make, considering they would have to change the physics and the way the cars control on the road, it is upsetting to only have one time in a day. A night and day cycle would have been nice. While this isn't a deal breaker, it is something I definitely want to see in Forza 6. When it comes to gameplay though, Forza 5 shines. With the way this game sounds and looks, it is no understatement to say that it truly makes you feel as if you're in a real car racing. With Forza, it is nice that it allows both casual racers and the more hardcore racers have fun with a few difficulty changes. And with the new Drivatar feature where you constantly are changing the way your AI driver races, it can be a real addiction. There was times that I would just try to nail that perfect turn, a perfect pass, a perfect etc., so I could improve my Drivatar. See, Drivatars will show up in your friends' games while you aren't online and earn you money. However, I didn't want to improve my Drivatar because of the money. I was trying to improve my Drivatar because I'm highly competitive, and this makes it almost feel like I was playing online while I was offline. It was a real treat. Unfortunately, Drivatars didn't come without controversy. Drivatars like online players can be insanely aggressive, bumping you throughout the race, damaging your car physically and internally depending on what settings you have turned on. It then becomes almost as if you're in a derby race rather than a simulator race. Thankfully, there is a rewind feature that is there instead of restarting the entire race. Nonetheless, it is an addictive experience and a joy to play through. Other popular features like Paint in Forza returned with changes. Paint is still there and absolutely amazing. This is the feature that I really get excited about in each game because people consistently show how talented they are. This time around they do not have the auction house though. Now people can paint cars and put them up for free for that specific model. And while it is cool that I can get these designs for free, I feel as if it is taking away from the people who put hard work into these designs. The auction house gave people a motive to make these cars, whereas giving them away for free gives you no reward. So in other words, I do hope the auction house returns in the future. Endurance races were also oddly missing. This is something that I hope they can add with a simple update rather than only racing for a few laps at a time. Speaking of which, they did update Forza 5 to give us drag races, and expensive cars are now less expensive. To this, I can see Turn 10 is going to actively make Forza 5 a better experience throughout its life. In the meantime, I will continue to race each track and try to beat all my friends' fastest lap times, which is another thing that I found absolutely addicting. There's always that incentive to get better in Forza 5, whether it be Drivatars, quicker lap times for the leaderboards, to nail that perfect turn, or just to get better for an actual online race. In the end, Forza Motorsports 5 is one of the best racing games in many ways, but falls short to Forza 4 simply because it has less content and I do prefer the auction house. Turn 10 will likely add cars and tracks through DLC, but unlike Killer Instinct where it launched as a $20 game and it will end up being $60 after Season 1, Forza 5 launched at a full price of $60 and will likely be over $100 when it is all said and done. There's a strong possibility that next year Forza 5 will re-release with more content at a cheaper price, but it is hard to say. I still will say that this is a gorgeous game and the gameplay is stellar. It is a great game. just needs more content.